this match also has other significance as well. Like I was touching upon the fact that 160 odd British MPs wrote to the ECB asking them to boycott this match because of the situation with the females in Afghanistan and so on and so forth. So there's that touch as well. And the English team was also in a state of dilemma. Josh Butler also spoke about the plight of women in Afghanistan. Not touching on that, this whole match itself assumed bigger significance because of that.
Well, yes. Firstly, nice to be again on the show and speak to you guys about cricket. See, this contest obviously is much beyond cricket, and I mean it's the same case with when Afghanistan play Australia, right? Because Australia have also refused to play them bilaterally, and sort of cut down their test match or touring or whatever the case may be. So Australia, England, the Western nations have been pretty discouraging towards Afghanistan men's cricket because of what they've been doing with the women's cricket and women in general in their country. Now that is something that just cannot be helped right now because of the culture and the whole Taliban attitude towards women's sports and women in general. So I think beyond a point, there's no option but to hope for the best going forward. But why make the Afghanistan men's team pay for it's for what their government is doing or what is happening is something that is debatable because the Afghanistan men's team has so much talent as we can see. I mean, Ibrahim Zadran played such a beautiful innings today, the innings of his life, and the best innings in Champions Trophy in this edition of the Champions Trophy. Certainly, I think it's the highest score in the history of the Champions Trophy, and as well as I think the highest score by highest one-day score by Afghanistan batter. And Zadran, I remember, was also somebody who did pretty well when Afghanistan played Australia at the Wankhede. And as Abhijit sir rightly mentioned, it took a absolute blinder from Glenn Maxwell to conquer his pain and to win them the match that day. So all in all, I think it's building up to an exciting contest, and I wish Afghanistan, for the sake of the Champions Trophy, that Afghanistan does well and goes ahead and plays even in the semi-finals. That would be pretty exciting to watch.
So, Abhijitda, there is a question here for you as well from Urvashi Rao. She says, Abhijitda, you have a grasp of history. Did India not take a stand against South Africa on the issue of apartheid and also boycotted a Davis Cup final because of that?
Yes, we did. We never played South Africa till 1992. When apartheid ended, उसके बाद ही हमने खेला शुरू किया. And because of our consistent stand against apartheid, we when apartheid ended, we were the first nations that they resumed their cricket relations with. In fact, in 1974, if I recall correctly, Vijay Amritraj and Anand Amritraj, Jasjeet Singh, and Shashi Menon. These were the four, tennis stars who had taken us to Davis Cup final. But we did not play that final. The final was South Africa was given a walkover because of our firm stand against apartheid. As far as this Afghan thing is concerned, the points that the British MPs have made is very, very valid. But my point is that ये जो अफगानिस्तान में जो वुमेन्स क्रिकेट का जो मसला है, ये this predates Champions Trophy. So, there is no point in raising an issue like this in the middle of the tournament. If England had to take a stand, that stand should have been taken before the tournament.